Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So the official Dragon Ball Legends Twitter accounts have given us another cryptic message for part 2 of the Legends Festival. Now, you guys are clearly seeing the image on screen. And when I first saw it, I was really getting confused. But I realized that we just got a Zenkai unit and a free-to-play unit that are a part of the future tag. So it's clear as day that the theme is future themed. So I decided to go and see scenes from the Goku Black arc, and I came across a particular thing, and it was when Goku Black and ZAMASU were resting at that cottage when Mai was about to take her shot. They were actually drinking out of teacups, and this pattern or design, if you will, is based off of that tea set. I also looked a bit further just to make sure that it wasn't a one-off thing, and it also turns out that it was the same set that ZAMASU was using when he was giving GOWASU tea. So it could mean a few things. One, we could be getting like a new like Goku Black with ZAMASU type thing, right? Where maybe they're a tag unit, which would be cool. We do have them as an assist unit, like the duo, but having them as a tag unit would actually be pretty cool. And they would be the first tag unit. Actually, no, sorry, the second tag unit for future, because again, I keep on forgetting the androids are based off of the Future Trunks and Future Gohan special, not the Cell Saga. So because of that, they're actually future units, not Cell Saga units. But even so, they would be the second tag unit for future, which would be cool, but it would also make them really powerful, which is also kind of scary. But it could also hint towards another EX unit. Now, if you guys remember, the last cryptic message we got hinted towards EX Omega Shenron, and that was, to be honest, kind of disappointing because, I mean, Omega Shenron is a cool character, and if it was a sparking, then sure. But the fact that we got a cryptic message for an EX unit, not really too hype, if you will. I mean, they've done this before. They did it with Jordyn as well when she released, but I would hope that this time around, the cryptic message is favoring a sparking unit than an EX unit, unless this particular cryptic message is leaning towards an EX GOWASU. That would be pretty cool. I don't know why it would be him, because we've never seen him fight, and if I'm not mistaken, the only 2 games I know, well, okay, one I know for sure, the other one I don't really know, but one I know for sure that he's playable in is Heroes. The other game that would make sense that he would also be in a potential playable form would be Dokkan, just because Dokkan has everything. But I mean, if it's EX GOWASU, okay, cool. Like, we're starting to get like newer characters that we weren't really expecting to be in the game, which would be cool. But if we're to put that to the side and we're to focus strictly on sparking units, I don't know what it could be apart from like Goku Black and ZAMASU. And for part 2 of the anniversary, I don't know. Like, I don't think that would necessarily be too hype, especially because we already have the ZAMASU and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black assist unit. So if they were to give us a tag unit, I mean, the concept of them being a tag is cool. I just don't know if that's Legends Festival hype, if you will. Like, again, there are certain things that I want to see personally for the Legends Festival, or at least part 2 anyway. Again, we got our GT theme, and it's clear as day that they're done with GT now. Now they're shifting the focus to future, and there are things that we haven't gotten from that arc yet. And I've said this time and time again. I sound like a broken record at this point, but I would love to see father-son Gallic Gun, like, you know, in the game. Granted, if they give us brand new animations, not ripping it off of the summon animation like with what they did with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So that's really the only thing I can see. The only other option that would have been like equally as hype would have been Tournament of Power, Goku and Frieza tag units. That would have been pretty cool, but it's clear as day this is not Tournament of Power. So yeah, I don't know. It makes sense that it is going to be tied to ZAMASU in some sort of way, shape, or form. I just don't know if this is actually leading towards like an EX unit, much like what they hinted with part 1 of the Legends Festival, or if it's going to be something related to a sparking unit. something's telling me that this is going to be an EX unit. And that's not to say that it's a bad thing, because the EX unit could tie in with the sparking unit. That way we still have, I guess, like a bit of mystery. But I would say that if it is an EX unit, there's only 2 options that I can think of. Well, I guess 3 in technicality. If it's an EX unit, which more than likely it probably is going to be, which is honestly perfectly fine, it's either going to be GOWASU with him finally being playable, because we do have images of him with that T set. It could be ZAMASU by himself as an EX unit, which is not impossible. Or it could be an EX unit of Goku Black and ZAMASU, because Goku Black has also used that T set as well. So that's really it. And I think from here, it's more so just speculation. Now, again, I really do believe that part 2 of the anniversary is going to be another LF unit. Or I said the anniversary, sorry, part 2 of the Legends Festival is going to be an LF unit. But maybe if we do get a part 3, maybe we'll get another Ultra. And if it's an Ultra unit, then it's more like, it would be insane if, you know, if it's an Ultra unit and it's not Vegito Blue, right? Because again, they're focusing on future now. Unless, like, if there is a part 3 and then they shift focus again, then that's a different story. But this is probably one of the more difficult ones to try to pin down, just because we know for a fact it does not allude to any Saiyan whatsoever apart from Goku Black, and that's it. So, like I said, I would like for it to be, like, you know, if it is Ultra unit, I would like for it to be Vegito Blue, even though that would be another Ultra unit for fusions, which would be very bad at that point, because they would have 3 Ultra units. It's another Saiyan buff on top of that. And there's only 1 Ultra unit that's not a Saiyan, and that's Omega Shenron, and he's outdated. So yeah, I think we should probably diversify our Ultra units at this point. We can't have all of them be Saiyans, but still, when it comes down to this, it really only makes sense for it to be an EX unit, just because of the pattern and what it represents. So I'm sticking with an EX GOWASU, EX ZAMASU, or an EX Goku Black and ZAMASU. That's the only thing that makes sense. If it were sparking units, we can't really speculate off of that right now, just because that image doesn't really correlate to something that could be a sparking unit, especially with all the moments that pattern was actually put in the anime. And not only that, if it somehow, some way does allude towards a sparking unit, then it's not impossible. I mean, they could make a new Goku Black and ZAMASU if they really wanted. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, but you guys know my thoughts on the situation. We do know who it ties to. We just don't know if it's going to be an EX or sparking unit. But seeing that we just got the cryptic message, I'm pretty sure we'll end up finding out within the next few days. But I do want to know you guys' thoughts on this in the comment section below. Do you think it's going to be either GOWASU, ZAMASU, or Goku Black and ZAMASU? Or do you think it's going to be something else entirely? Again, let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.